Hello, and welcome back to Silksong. We are in Bone Bottom once again, and we'll be looking to find out where to go next. I've been trying to do my best to avoid spoilers, but despite that, I am a denizen of YouTubes, so I do see thumbnails from time to time, and I even made the bad decision of trying to watch the first few episodes of a Let's Play of Silksong, and from that I had a few things spoiled for me, but nothing major. I kind of know a few spots where I have to go now. By this point in the playthrough, there are 9 episodes recorded, so quite the backlog. And I won't be looking at any comments that might come through, just because I want to experience as much of the game blind as I possibly can. So I remember that with my markers, I marked this area here with the ring, but it was actually underneath the seamstress, if I remember her name correctly, and then there was another ring area right here. Now, with my new cape ability, I think one of the places I'm going to want to explore again is the Hunter's March, because I might be able to find a few things over there. And as far as those doors go, I believe the key from Peb was 500. Yes, it's still 500. So let's take a look at our inventory and see if we have enough of these rosaries. 120 plus 60, that's 180. Plus, okay, so that's going to be 210. Not quite. Well, plus another approximately 80 in our inventory there. So that's going to bring us up to 290. But let's try fast traveling to... what's the closest location to the Hunter's March? Probably at the deep docks there. If I had one more rosary, I might even want to string them up here, but it's unfortunate that we don't have that. So, first time back playing Silksong, I'm excited. It's been a week. I try to play on the weekends so that I can take my time and record as much as possible. And I try to play at night too, because that's when there are the least distractions. I like the nighttime ambience. Helps me enjoy Silksong's ambience a little bit more. Nope. Nice shot. Alright, so we're going to be definitely relearning these controls here. Okay, and apparently we can hit those lava rocks midair. So let's see, we have a dash, we have a straight pin. So the straight pin I'm resolving to use it on hefty enemies a little bit more so we can get more use out of it. So it seems like it's not meant to be spammed. It's just meant to help you against tougher enemies who perhaps need a little bit of extra safety. So let me just try to get to full health here. Yeah, nothing wrong with farming rosaries while we're at it. I did see how the how the defensive tool worked. The one that protects you while you're healing. Okay, these guys are just shell shards. And I noticed that it doesn't let you complete the heal, but it does protect you from any damage that you otherwise would have taken during it. So, fortunately I can get up here. I'll just take it slow. Okay, so I think there's a bench right up here. Okay, let's open our map again. So we want to go straight up. Still can't go to the right, but we might be able to, depending on what's over here. Let's just assume for now that it's a grapple and put one of those there. Because I imagine if I had the ability to go there, I would have already. And I like how, while you're jumping off an edge, you can move backward. Oh, could have possibly made it up there from here. I think I actually did that shortcut once upon a time, but all I found was an ant encounter, if I remember correctly. Okay, so we still have these fleas to find. So it looks like I'm gonna have to... Oh, you know, I could potentially... I'm missing every platform on the way down. Yeah, I don't need to go over here. I thought he would duck over me. So let's see. Okay, we'll have to go to the left and then up. And with a good platform, we might be able to just make it over here. Ow. They're a little bit tricky. Okay, there we go. Let's actually escape while we have the opportunity. We're still gonna need to heal, but at least we're here. Alright, let's do it. Ow. Ooh. Yeah, so that does block the heal, but I've never seen that before. That explosion effect. We did sit at a bench, so if we do happen to die, all we'll have to do is get back here. We will have to go through that platforming section again, but if we can make it up to that bench, I think we'll be completely fine. So let's just take it slow. And remember that this place is chock full of traps. So we'll want to stop at the second exit on the left. Just remember that. Right here. There we go. There's that bench symbol. And we did disarm this one. So we're good to go. Now that symbol above me looks like a vendor. I believe that's the symbol for a vendor, but yeah, that is a vendor. Okay, so I don't remember seeing a vendor up there. Actually, I can't really remember what was up here. We might be able to take that flying enemy up further up, but I'll check that out after this. I think there was a secret in the wall here. Yes. And then there was a little bit of a traversal section. Oh! Hold on! This guy was the vendor? So last time I saw this particular character, I just immediately threw a straight pin at him, and I believe he dug into the ground. I thought this was just a heavy enemy, or maybe a set piece, that was trying to send us a message, but apparently this is a vendor. Maybe we can talk to him? If we're not aggressive? My apologies, sir. Though I can grasp the language of many bugs, your words are unfamiliar even to me. These items you have collected, these are the wares of a warrior. Do you wish to trade? So he sells offensive tools, well, just general tools. Not really a huge inventory. But guess what? They cost more rosaries. Big surprise. Oh, that's funny. The item descriptions are in his language. Curve claw. Quack. Key. Urka. Ork. Rick. Oh, this is too much fun. A fractured mask. Ka. Orka. Krati. And a shard bundle. Walking. I don't have a dictionary, and I don't think Google Translate's going to help me here. I hope the item descriptions are a little bit more helpful than that when you finally do purchase them. We do know what a shard bundle does, but not these two. So anyway, I can't really do anything about that right now. Okay, so he doesn't have any... It doesn't look like he has any more dialogue. But I can attack around him. Oh! If I destroy his encampment, it apparently has the same effect as hitting him. So there was an NPC in Hollow Knight where if you hit them, they would disappear until you re-entered the room. So I imagine if you want to bring him back, you would have to re-enter the room the same way. So I guess we'll keep that in mind, and I don't suppose we can get up there with our current abilities, so I think we'll just back out of here, and maybe Gilly has something to say. I remember this NPC's name, if she was still here. Huh. It looks like she moved on. She said she was observing something. She used the word observance. I'm not sure what that meant. But let's continue, I guess, to the left here. And I am looking for a particular area, which I did miss in my hurry to traverse this area the first time. Okay, hopefully he doesn't throw a shuriken at me. Yeah, those guys are really good with sniping me from across the room. Okay, this was the bad place. We don't talk about that. Okay, be careful. It might even be worth healing up when you're on one mask of health, or when you're down one mask of health, I should say, just because of the difficulty of certain areas. So the rules might change, or the priorities might change depending on which area you're currently in. And the feeling that I get from this place, and how certain other people have talked about it, is that it's kind of the analog to Deep Nest in Hollow Knight. I'm not sure if that's the intention or not, but I guess it's the closest thing to Deep Nest so far, at least in terms of difficulty, maybe not in terms of presentation. But this is where we didn't go the first time, so what's up here is gonna be interesting. Oh, it's another flea. And it seems to be completely unaware of the predicament it's in. Wonder if I can attack it like this? Well, looks like I'm gonna have to destroy the cage. Kinda wanna do it from above though. There we go. Be free. Okay, so now all we have to do is get one more flea and we'll be done with that quest. And fortunately we have the flea village marker on our map. to reference once we do. So now from here, it's kind of just exploration. So let's try going to this area here and see if we can't find anything that I missed or that we can access with our new abilities. So let's actually bind here. Try to get a cheeky little last hit on him. Just run through any potential traps. And you never know when you're going to find another NPC in some area you've already visited. So we might come across some of the traveling NPCs like Sherma or someone else like that. Haven't really seen Sherma since the first time. Oh, this was this room. And I believe... Was there something up here? Perhaps not. Okay. Interesting. It doesn't look like... Right, this was the unscoped room that could have potentially been connected to another area. So let's actually just head this way instead. There are areas for us to traverse. I thought there was, at least in the Hunter's March. If not in the Marrow, then we'll go back to the Hunter's March and then cross that to the far fields and see if there aren't any jet streams we can access. Okay, just look below you before you fall. Wise words. Oh. Right, this was where Grindel was, if I remember correctly. Looks like he's moved on. And one thing I did miss is that in my haste to finish that battle encounter in the Hunter's March, I missed that Grindel would actually be behind you when you sat at that bench, and you could talk to him, and he would sell you something. But at some point, I'm gonna run out of things to spoil. Okay, so these are just shell shards. So we are going down and to the left here. Oh, you know what? I could actually just use the cape, or the cloak, I guess it's officially called. Right, this was not accessible, so we'll cross the delta and keep going. So we want to go up and to the right. Oh, unfortunate I couldn't jump up there. And I did mention this pilgrim, if they were missing, that would be interesting, but it looks like nobody's dragged their body around it just yet. Let's see if we can't run past these guys. They've been notorious to hit me every time I came past here. Right, so this was blocked off. So this is a gate. So let's actually just go ahead and mark that with our door marker. And if there's travel nearby, let's go to the travel so we can get back to I believe there's a station at the far fields. So we'll go there and we'll scope out the area for any jet streams, because that's probably going to be the number one ability that's going to get us to new areas. Oh, it could actually defend against those straight pins. Interesting. Very cool design, how the enemies aren't really just helpless against your kit. Oh, and it looks like this is a dead end. Huh. I wish I could zoom in and see exactly where I am on the map, because it doesn't look like I'm in the tunnel. But perhaps that's just how secrets work in this game. Okay, so we need to go up one more level. Oh, a little bit unwieldy. Okay, and these are pilgrims, so I will take time to fight them, because I do want money. And we'll let that one go. Not a big deal. Oh, I'm actually going the wrong way. Let's go back and up one more level. Yes. Up here. Lucky us. And we're not really hurting for shell shards at all. I don't suppose I'm ever gonna crack into my beast shards until there's like a quest or something that requires a lot more of them. Find that I'm always topped off. So let's go back to the far fields. Interesting how the station in the far fields is called Far Fields. The deep docks is the deep docks, and that's kind of the name of the area. But then Bone Bottom is the name of a town. It's not Moss Grotto, so a little bit out of character for a station name to be named after the full area on the map. Okay, and this way was a secret, but we couldn't do anything with it because it couldn't take us high enough. So let's scope out a little bit more of this area with special attention to these jet streams. Oh. Huh. This looks new, so I think I'm on the right track, but I wonder what the purpose of this is. I thought maybe I could hit that lava rock into the ceiling. Okay, I need to get back up there to find out what that opened. Okay, it wouldn't surprise me to find a secret over here along the wall somewhere. Oh. Wow, the entire floor exploded. Okay, I don't really want to mess around with those guys too much, so long as they only give us shell shards, and not really much else. Whoa. Need some help there? Oh, looks like we're fighting. Okay. Ooh, counterattacked. But these guys also drop rosaries, which is very nice, so it kind of gives a little bit extra incentive to fight them. So far it looks like just another encampment for these ants. Interesting, I can't bounce off of this. I would have expected that to be the case. What if I straight pin it? Doesn't look like anything different happens. So that's just it, huh? I'm sure there's a point to these areas beyond just combat. Probably, well, maybe not probably, but sometime in the future we might get the ability to communicate with the ants, or we might win against their kind of like leader, similar how we did in Hollow Knight, and then all of the mantises give us their respect. The ants might not respect us right now, so we might have to earn it. And that poor flyer just saw his friend vanish right before his eyes. Poor thing's probably traumatized for life now. So how do we deal with this? If we can't attack upward, we can probably at least keep this thing at bay. There we go. And we can leave that one alive. Stay out of that one's way. Another pilgrim. Interesting how I didn't pick that up, even though I was standing right behind it to catch it from falling off the edge. I think there's a moment of intangibility where the items need to spawn into the world before you can interact with them. So let's see if we can't actually... I mean, a rosary's a rosary, and it's not like it takes that long to traverse. Well, I'm not going down that far. I have limits. Even I have limits. So, cool. Another bench. That's always nice. So let's actually go to that first. It's quiet. Ilgrim, you who have held tight to faith have been carried far. This station shall offer brief rest to those devout. I see why it says Ilgrim. Oh. That's the sprite of one of the pilgrims who was attacking us before. The Roly guys, if you remember. So it looks like this person is in a relatively sound mental state. Don't despair, pilgrim friend. Lift your sight and raise your voice. Have no fear, pilgrim true. Believing is a happy choice. Hoy there! Aren't these fields marvelous? And above us are the bountiful moors, where every pilgrim can fill their belly. These hot fields are a wonder indeed, but hunters prowl the long grass. Playing your instrument will only alert them to your presence. Well then, alert them I shall. For where many gather, great songs are sung. This poor traveler finds her resolve waning. When I first greeted her, her voice was so hoarse, I scarcely heard it. 'Tis no cause for worry, though. My song will lift her from her torpor. Join your voice with mine, Red Maiden, and together we shall rouse our fellow pilgrim. I love the singing. Sister, sister, tired and glum, we will sing and you can hum. Together we shall overcome. Beautiful. How do you feel about this? Oh, weary pilgrim. She's just having none of it. So it looks like here's our bench. So you gotta love Sherma. He really brings the energy. Oh. Pilgrim's Rest. They were really creative with that name, weren't they? This looks like a shopkeeper, if I had to guess. It looks like a mosquito. Mort. Could be a cousin of Cornifer. Come to rest your weary body? The climb is agonizing, and even the devout must mind their limits. I'm impressed to find any without firm claw upon a weapon that could ascend so far. Indeed. We're lucky to have made it here. Luckier than many others. Or perhaps the difference between the lucky and the unlucky is merely faith. Now, while we rest, shall we make trade? If you have rosaries, I'll take them gladly. There is no shortage of tools to buy in Farloom. We have a weighted belt, a holy burden to help maintain your poise. Whether striking others or being struck yourself, you'll remain firmly in place. Ah, so steady body. Tool pouch. That pouch of yours. With the scraps left here and a little work, I could add some pockets for you. Let you carry more tools and shards while on the road. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? 220. I was amazed at seeing these prices. Memory locket. Memories only weigh us down, but some pilgrims still cling to them with unseemingly devotion. This memory isn't yours, but perhaps you could find some use for it. And finally, a rosary string. I'll string your rosaries tight for a modest fee. It's the safest way to keep them close. I'm glad we have another shopkeeper besides Peb who can do this service for us. So, I am of the mind that that is a smart idea. And then just, as long as there aren't any key items up for sale, I think I'd prefer to actually save my rosaries. But this memory locket seems like one of those items that'll allow us to open more tool slots, so I'm going to be mainlining that one. Not interested in trade? I wonder, will your rosaries weigh you down during your ascent? A little bit indignant there. Don't worry, I'm coming back to it. So we needed 150, that's right. So how much is this? 60. Okay, so we'll snap this one. And we'll just pass those over to him. Okay, so... Yes, that's better. Sharing your devotion with me will surely bring you luck. Alright, Mort. A little bit pushy, but I know my boundaries. Is this place your permanent home, sir? Or do you only make camp? We pilgrims have no home. There is only the path. We climb and suffer, and are thusly judged. We will linger here only a moment, for the sake of trade. Once I've gathered enough rosaries, I'll be holy enough to ascend without fear. Right on. So we will use this memory locket to expand, let's say... Interesting, so if we unlock another offensive tool, that's going to occupy another button on our controller. My guess would be that that would be the left bumper, because right now the right bumper is used for straight pin, or it could just be assigned to a different button combination, so it might be down and right bumper instead. But either way, we do have more defensive tools, so I think I'll unlock that one. I don't think it's gonna matter too. I don't think I need to min-max. Whoops. Sorry there. Didn't mean that. Oops. There we go. And let's see if he has any new dialogue. These fields are hot and harsh, a miserable place for we pilgrims. And just above are the dreary moors, a place of once abundance lost to falling silt and murky rain. The lands in every direction punish us, but such is our test. Above it all, the citadel shines, our destination and our reward. I'll make it there, you'll see. I've easily earned my place in such a paradise. A paradise? We pilgrims provide for each other, living or dead. Sharing is a sign of devotion, particularly for those who give. Alright, I'm not against it. Oh, interesting. So it looks like there are some doors you have to interact with to open. It's kind of like Metroid, where you have to shoot the door to open it. I think in the previous game, there were no doors like this that you actually had to... there were doors that you could open a single time with a switch or a lever. But they weren't, you know, they didn't re-close themselves. That's so cool. I hope you don't have to pay to enter again. There's no way. You do have to pay to open the door every time. Okay. It's a little bit aggressive, Team Cherry, but we'll see how we can manage. Don't think there was anything back here. There was an area above, and it looks like we might be able to drop a platform at some point. So let's keep that in mind. Whoa. What is this? I don't suppose I could push this. It does lean one way. So it kind of has some physics to it. Let me check my map here. Is there a name for this town? Okay, the whole town is called Pilgrim's Rest. I thought it might have just been that inn that I was just inside of. But maybe that's all there is in the town. Whoa. Someone's trying to get out. Could I open this? That sounds pretty terrifying. Oop. Let's see if we can't unleash that for science purposes. Looking out for traps here. And there is our shortcut to up here. Now we did pass up, I believe there was... Oh, okay. Can't get back up there from this side. Just want to check one more thing before I commit to the left side. You never know. Okay. Oh, and great find here in this shortcut. So now the vertical shaft looks like it's maybe not fully opened, but it's a little bit more accessible. Okay. I don't know if that donut ring is a grapple or not, but I'm just still assuming that there's a grapple ability somewhere to be found. Oh. Okay, that looks like it might be a secret. You never know when these rock particles actually end up being damaging. And this entire area is just wide open. Let's keep going up this shaft and see where it leads. Okay, another lever. Okay. I don't want to get too big of a head and say that I'm getting better at the combat. But for the sake of exploration, let's see if there's anything on this side. Okay, and we'll just open this up. Now, any space along these vertical walls could be a secret, so it could be disappointing to learn at some point in the future that I missed something. I like how she kind of bounces off there. I mean, it might be the difference between finding a secret or not. Like if you bounce off at the on the wrong pixel, it might prevent you from going into a hidden area or something like that. Let's just keep trudging onwards here. This looks like it might be something. No? Ooh. Guess that didn't take full damage. Ooh, that could have easily been a bad situation. I'm gonna heal, actually. Just trying to do my due diligence and explore what I can. Okay, this looks like it might be a story-related area here. Looks very dramatic. Whoa. Greymoor. Or Greymoor. I'm not really sure how you say the double O sound, but it looks like we've happened upon a new area. So this looks like the first area above the initial 5 that we explored. So perhaps representing maybe a bump in difficulty. We'll find out. But I'm going to be looking out for a bench as soon as possible. Kind of just ignored that beast that was shaking the door, but maybe for another... We'll save that for another day. What is this? Certain rosaries. 80! This better be a permanent unlock. If you're asking 80. Okay, I see rosaries up there. But maybe the thing to do now is going to be to farm. And then hopefully that's going to be a bench for us. Whoa! I think that's going to be a new pilgrim. We'll just cheese it. Okay, not really a super hidden secret, but, right, no map. Oh, interesting. So if you dash into the... You can dash in the water? This changes everything! No, that's so cool that they thought of that. It seems like they've given these movement tools a lot of thought and have considered pretty much every edge case. That's what it seems like anyway. You can't attack while you're in the water, so there's one thing you can't do. Or check the map. Whoa. I'm gonna assume you're friendly, just for the sake of peace. Oh, you're not friendly. Now that one can attack twice. Okay, and those bells do bounce. Okay, so we're almost up to 80. Just need 9 more. And I think the enemies probably refresh. At least if they're lower, a low enough level, which I guess those guys weren't. Now these signs, I don't really know how to read. I'm kind of illiterate as far as this game goes. I don't suppose I can bang on the door loud enough till someone opens it. Wow, and the score here is so dang beautiful. Christopher. It's like the sky is crying to the music. The vibe I got from my first visit to Bone Bottom was kind of destitution. That's also what I'm getting from this place. But this might be kind of like the City of Tears area where it's always raining. Now what are these guys? Just environmental... Oh. They're enemies? And they swoop? That's so cool! Maybe 3 hits on you? 4. Okay, it couldn't have been 5. Generally, when an enemy is that small, I don't think they're gonna make them take 5 hits. Okay, I think I'm on top of a building right now. Wonder what that actually is for. I don't think I could stand on it. Yeah. Whether that's a sign or a wind-based generator, I'm not sure. But if we do fall down again, which we have, we can't really get back up again. So let's see if we can unlock the other side of this halfway home. Free a few butterflies. Destroy some environment. Hello, sir. Well met, traveler. Looking for a drink or a rest, or both? Kriege. Or Kriege? Fair greetings, good bug. The warmth of your heart is welcome upon these wet plains. Aye, it's a damp climb through these parts. Used to be just pilgrims trekking my way, but odd times these are, and you ain't even the strangest shell wandering about. A rowdy old warrior stopped through not long back, caused quite a scene, and now a young lass is taken up lodging in my top room. The lass mentioned she's on the lookout for sharp types like yourself. Maybe pay her a visit, if you haven't already. Okay. Care for a drink, traveler? My nectar's got a kick that'll warm your shell in these sodden climes. Okay, I figured I could buy something. Buy a drink. Unfortunately, I don't see myself being in need of any kicks, as he described them. So I'll be saving up for that environmental that we came across back in the first area. Another time, perhaps. Among the few gifts of my birth, I find rare need for sustenance. Is that so? Well, the nectar's always on tap if you find yourself feeling different. Okay, interesting how it starts us off on the yes. So you can't mash your way out of that. And I suppose this is the exit. That'll close behind us if we happen to leave. Oh, and there is the bench we were looking for. So whether the person he was referring to up in that top area happens to be Lace or someone a little bit more friendly, we're going to find out next time. So, next time we'll be on the lookout for Chakra as well, so we can get the map for Greymore. I have to remember that name, especially since I can't read it. And this shaft here is looking quite legendary, if I do say so. It might even keep going further up. So this might just be the fabled shaft that shortcuts you to the Citadel, for all I know. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silksong, and I will see you next time.